Hello, I'm Heather from Heal with Heather Kristen, here with your June intuitive readings. Today I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle along with a few interspersed cards from Moonology Manifestation. And of course, I will finish every reading with the Sparkle and Shine Oracle deck that I myself created. You can download my app on my website, www.healwithheatherkristen.com. You can also schedule personal readings, intuitive sessions, cleansing sessions, and intuitive coaching sessions. I have a Patreon account if you would like to support me. The information is in each video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the June readings. Hey Capricorn, and happy June. Okay, before we get started, I want to give you kind of a pre-look at the month of June. June's energy is going to be heavier, okay? It's going to be different for everyone, but it could be chaotic. There could be some major upheavals. There could be some major changes. There could be some major realizations. A lot of people are going to be kind of going through a spiritual awakening. So there could be some people lashing out because they're not sure about what they're going through. They're going through some heavier times, some dark nights of the soul, okay? So just a warning that things are happening, changes are coming, and it's going to be important to have compassion, to lead with love, to be forgiving of others, even if they're not being great with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your cards. First is Double Mission. Second is Baby Steps. And last, Child of the Cosmos. Okay. The energy that I'm feeling behind your cards is about you being you. Okay? This is the meaning of this card. You are a light worker, a starseed, an empath, an indigo child, or rainbow child. You are someone who is here to bring a gift, okay? And the gift is simply being you. And that's why we're seeing this baby step card, is because you need to be more of you, okay? You need to really connect with your authenticity and your authentic self. Be you. But for some of you, you don't actually know who you is. You have been so programmed by society, by your parents, by past traumas. And I'm talking about past traumas like past life traumas and generational traumas, not only just the traumas that are in your regular life since you were born. Okay, there's going to be all sorts of things that you might need to work through this month to help you be uniquely you. Now, that could be coming to you as challenges, okay? You might have things coming into you, to your experience, that are just not great. You know, you could have things leaving you that you realize just don't align. You could have opportunities that come. There could be some positive things. So it's going to be all sorts of different things for you. I don't see anything like major hardships or anything coming your way. Mostly, some of you might have some challenging times, but overall I think it's going to be more of you just cutting in touch with who your authentic self is, okay? And with this baby step card, that's why I don't feel it's anything major. I mean, I'm not saying you guys are going to have an easy month. I'm not saying that there's not going to be any challenges. We always have challenges come up, or, you know, little things that bring us small little lessons here and there. But for the most part, I think it's going to be, this month is more about you learning to be who you are. And that is by following your passions and your joys. That's going to be you connecting with what aligns with you and what resonates with you. Now, I have drawn another card from another deck, and I usually wait to the end for that, but I think it's going to be important to bring that up right now. And this card's from the Moonology deck, and it's Think It Through. So, what this card is really calling to me as I'm talking you through the finding yourself, think it through. You're being asked to really assess if everything in your life is something that aligns. Does it make you feel good? Does it bring you joy? Does it feel right for you? Does its energy match your energy? Or does its energy match the energy that you want to have? Okay. Maybe you're not in a great place energetically right now, but you're moving to something that's new and better for you, and you realize that that thing that's currently in your life, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's an addiction, maybe it's a job, that doesn't resonate, and it hasn't ended yet, but maybe you want to slowly work your way away from it because you realize it doesn't align with who you want to be. So that's the things that you need to take a look at and really think through this month. And again, baby steps. You don't have to make any drastic changes. You don't have to say, oh, boyfriend, get off my couch because you don't align anymore. No. Make sure you're just taking time to really feel what's right for you, to really feel, does this align? Does this not align? Really make sure you don't have to take drastic measures. Be comfortable. These feel like changes that have been coming for a while. Maybe you've started experiencing some change, but I think they're going to continue for a while too. It's not going to be like an overnight drastic change for you. Okay, let me bring up this card now. Child of the Cosmos. You have infinite intelligence. You have all of your memories from your past lives, from this life. It's all there. You have memories of, you have not memories, but you have knowledge of the future. You have knowledge of yourself in other dimensions. Okay. Maybe you don't have that right in the forefront of your mind, but you have access to that information. Okay. All of us do. All of us have information, access to all of that information at any time. If you are wanting to ask a question, if you want to know more, if you have your intuition, if you're connected to your intuition, start asking. If you are not familiar with intuition and connecting with it to ask these types of questions, this is something that you should start. Okay, everyone has intuition. Everyone has the ability to develop their intuition. I'm so sorry. And so they can know anything that they need or want to know. Now, some of it is a little advanced for our brains, so some of that information is we are protected from. But the majority of information that we can ask our guides, we can ask our higher self, we can ask our subconscious mind, we can ask our angels, ascended masters, etc. I am talking to mine pretty much constantly all throughout the day, asking questions, waiting for downloads, etc. So if you want to know, if you remember something, or if you have a feeling about something, ask about it, okay? And to do that, just be very clear. Make sure you're asking your angels, or if you want to speak with spiritual guides, make sure you're being very specific, like divine spiritual guides, or, some, not just any old energy guide that's hanging around, because they may not have the best information for you. But I usually try to work with my angels or divine spiritual guides and my ascended masters. And so these are questions that you can ask of those beings and just wait for an answer. See what comes to you, okay? Every time you use intuition, it's always going to feel like you're making stuff up. But I always usually get a feeling of like some insight and clarity. It kind of feels like a flash or a bit of energy. So I know the difference. But this would be something that would be very good for you to develop this month. And even if you're, just one small step at a time, right? The baby steps card. Baby steps with this too. Just take small steps to getting in touch with who you are, learning about yourself, where you came from. If you have an interest in the cosmos, maybe you have extraterrestrial energy. If you have a love of the ocean, maybe you have Atlantis energy. There's so many different possibilities. But you know so much, and so much of that knowledge can help you help the world just by being you, okay? Just you being the soul that you came into this world as is going to help this planet and humanity in so many different ways. So you are a gift in and of yourself, and you bring to the table many gifts as well. And it's going to be different for everyone, what you have, what you bring, what you do, but it's all based in your soul, your passions, what you love, okay? So really pay attention to what you're wanting to do, what your desires are, what you want to know, what you want to learn, all of that, okay? This month is really all about you learning and growing your spiritual presence. And there might be some life lessons come up, but I don't think it's going to be anything truly difficult or traumatic. But do make sure that you're using your head and slowly making decisions. If there's something like in your heart that doesn't feel aligned, normally I say, just go for it and do it if it's in your heart. But for you guys this month, my guides are saying, no, really do think it through. Really take the time to sit with yourself and understand exactly what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Really tie those together. This is going to be important strictly for you guys, okay? So I am going to wrap that up, but I do want to jump over to my oracle cards and see what comes up for you. Collaborate. Okay. Collaborate. That's a great one. And I think it really ties in with what we've already talked about. Now, as you learn about yourself, as you grow, as you have questions, this is the perfect time to meet other people who might be on the same path, who might be on the same journey, that might know a little bit more than you. Maybe you're looking for a mentor. Maybe you're looking for a class. But it's to really step outside of yourself and work with other people to open your mind to new possibilities. Maybe you have a friend and they're like, hey, let's go see this play. And you're like, yeah, okay. And at the play, the play is nothing special, but you meet this person who works in this career field and you're absolutely fascinated. But you're like, oh my God, that sounds so cool. I want to learn more. And, so you start learning more, and it leads to this and it leads to that, and you learn more and this, and it opens your eyes and it opens doors. So get out and interact with other people this month. Follow your intuition, okay? I'm not saying say yes to every invitation you get, because if it doesn't feel right, then you want to follow that. You want to follow your intuition. But there's a lot of ways that you can learn, and there's so many different doors and opportunities that come open to us every day. But a lot of us are so closed off, or like in our little bubble, in our little shell, and we're like, well, that doesn't fit, so no, I'm not going to do that. And then we miss out on these opportunities and these growth and potential and knowledge and fun, and we miss out on all that. So try to follow your intuition, but do not keep yourself closed up or closed off this month. Allow yourself to have fun and experience and live and just be yourself, okay? I am going to sign off here, and if you need any guidance, if you're interested in any past lives or connecting with your intuition, I offer coaching sessions and readings and energy clearings and everything like that. So get in touch with me, book a session, and I can help you with whatever you need. Okay, sending you lots of love, and I will see you back here in July.